there it goes. Now it's live on YouTube. He can go. As far as like getting a treat or something, don't go too big. I'm just saying, don't go too big for him. You gotta wrap that focus up. I'll crack the door. You know what I'm saying? I said crack the door because I'm about to stream, and but I get up and do it. I get up and do the extra steps, put in the extra leg work. All right, y'all. So we got that Mafia. There it is, right there. We got that Mafia Old Country. Mafia Old Country loading up right now. We're gonna check out this free roam or free ride update. Let's see what they say here about it. More details about the free ride update. Let's see what it says. Free to all players, classic difficulties, new guns, new charms, new knives, new outfits, new rides. Very cool, very exciting things. A couple of races, because if y'all haven't beat the game already, you don't know how the game ends. But when you beat the game, you find out that the game ends and it just ends. There's no racing to do afterwards. There's nothing to do afterwards to try to use a keyframe frequency of 4 seconds or less. Keyframes are not being sent often enough, which can cause buffering issues. Set a keyframe. Alright, YouTube. We're gonna have to play around with you some more. I see. But if you beat the game, there's nothing to do afterwards. You're just in here. It's got some new shaders that it's got to add to it. So you're just in here kind of like playing around. Oh, maybe because of what I did to my camera last night. It's talking about that. It's like, hey, your camera is not updating like it should. Maybe I did that last night. I don't know. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, we'll do that. We got these shaders updating. Got the shaders updating still. So I'm I'm taking a step away from where winds meet. Let's look over some of these features again while we're waiting on it to update. What they say here: addressed an issue, addressed reported issues, throwing arc opacity, added options to change the color of the throwing arc. Sundial. While exploring Sicily and free ride, you have the power to shift the weather via interactable sundial. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. No heavy rain though. First person driving camera. That's whack. I don't really know if that's a cool feature or not. Photo mode's already been in the game. That's all you were able to do after you completed the game was travel around and take pictures. That was my issue with the game. It was like, we did all this storyline and it wasn't even all this storyline. It's like 11 hours of gameplay. We did the 11 or 7 hours of gameplay, and then at the end of it, you're just like, take some pictures, enjoy this content, uh, drive around and check the scenery out. You can't race. You can't go rob places. Can't shoot anybody. Can't do none of the free roam stuff that we're used to doing. This action stuff only takes place in the game. Am I supposed to stop in the middle of missions to take a picture? Like seriously, that's not immersive gameplay to me. That's not giving me the movie feel. Um, so they got this free ride update coming out now, and this is just supposed to be like racing and help reinvigorate the free roaming of the game. Dang, it's a lot of shaders to load for this game, but it's supposed to help reinvigorate this game and make this game presentable and. But honestly, I think Mafia, the old country, is going to be one of, I don't know if it's the highest there. It won't be the highest in the Mafia series. It won't be the worst, right? I don't think it'll do worse than Mafia 4 did. I think everybody thought the idea of Lincoln was cool, but the actual arc of the story and the gameplay out was just subpar up. Um, so it didn't really resonate or hit like it should have. Um, trying to make sure that I'm putting away the free roam aspects. I don't want to lock in on, well, they didn't have car customization and didn't have ability to rob stores, and you don't want to lock in on those things that free roam games or open world games bring, because it's not trying to be an open world game. It's not presented as, you know, make your own path, design your own story, be in the mob. It's just giving you the story of the mob and the foundation of the build up. So you're supposed to enjoy the story and the game for what it's presenting to you and not for what it presented. But knowing the environment and times that we're in, we got to pay attention to like this being subpar. You know, we got games giving us like great abilities of traveling and traversing the world map, and then we get this game which comes like, it's got some good cinema to it. It you know, it's there, but also the storyline wasn't packing that many hours as well. I've got 30 hours. We're gonna round up. I've got 30 hours on this game, and majority of it, like a good 8 hours of it, is this game sitting on and not being played. It was just on in the background because I was doing other parenting things. So I'm really interested to see how this game goes further beyond this free ride update. Like, this free ride update was announced, um when was this announced? It was announced like a week after dropping. Oh, look at this. This is August 14th. The game came out like August 9th or something. This is August 11th. I beat the game. You know what I'm saying? So August August 14th, they're like, "Hey, we got free ride update coming, but that's just coming. We just got it coming in stores, and we just got free ride update yesterday. Literally, it took a month for the update to come out, and it's just so you can ride around and race. You know, NPCs, AI, not even AI, NPCs. It's not trying to shit on the game. I actually don't even want to play the game right now because it is a 5 out of 10. It is a 5 out of 10 game. Um, movie movie wise, it's a 6 out of 10. Um, there's there's just stuff in the story that they could have chose to make the story longer or to make the story more in depth, and it would have been a more interesting story. But the story wasn't even that interesting. You know, it's the normal story of like, guy comes to look for better life and bumps into rough characters who happen to take, like, one of the rough characters happens to take him under his wing, and now you being that guy fall in love with girl who you should not be in love with. Now rough characters may or may not be your friend afterwards. It's like, I don't know. It's not good to me. The storyline is just so repetitively overplayed, and then they didn't even dig deep into the story like they should have. So it was a no for me. It was a big no for me. Valero's waiting for you in his workshop. Picaro's waiting at the store. Car refueling is now available. Yeah, like I couldn't even fuel the car up before. That was a problem too. Like, you didn't have no gas to get. All right, so that's Pascal's store. What's this? That's San Solis. What's this? Laro's whip, wardrobe, weapon locker, garage, and stable. Let's go there. I want to see what these cars look like. We're just gonna see what the cars look like. We're gonna push one to the limit, and then we probably gonna jump over to Where Winds Meets. I'm not even gonna cap with you. This Mafia shit. We're not even we're not even interested in it for real. Oh, this is a sundial. That's cool. I don't know how to get to the garage or none of that stuff. Whole lot of grapes. I'm like, where am I supposed to go? I'm like, do I need to turn icons on or something so I can see? They're supposed to be pointing me somewhere. This make me want to play Godfather, when you could run in and you could like bomb, you could place a bomb inside buildings and stuff. I might have to kick up some of the classic streams. I gotta get the Xbox original set back up. We're gonna kick off some classic streams, run some Scarface and Godfather. Like, it's crazy. Godfather blows this game out the water. Like, I would gladly pay for a Godfather remaster over this new Mafia. Um, I'm actually getting kind of agitated already because I can't figure out, like, why can't I figure out where I'm supposed to be going? Mission objective visibility always on. So yeah, everything's on. Where is this the garage?
Enzo, I've got a little proposition for you.
But it's not prompting me to talk to him. But he's got a proposition for me. These the new horses. Whatever, I'm gonna buy it just cause. Look, the drip for the horses, mid. Mid-ary. What's the new cars? Like, and the new cars ain't even, those new cars are not special. They ain't got no acceleration changes. Yeah, bro, like, I don't know, chat. Just personally, this DLC did not do what a DLC should do. Like, it's still the top car. Well, that's the free ride update. This is the free ride update, chat. You just get to explore the world and in the same light that you could before. There's supposed to be some races added around. Ooh. Flip that buggy. Oh dear. There's supposed to be some races added around here. But I'm not even gonna take the time to figure that out. Like, I really just wanted to jump and start this live to show y'all how bad this game is. Like, we tried to give a pass. Like, we gave a pass for Mafia 4. We let Mafia 4 come in and do whatever they did, and we were like, all right, Mafia 4, y'all tried. It's cool. Appreciate y'all. Da da da. You know, we let it go. But then they gave us Mafia Old Country, and it just didn't live up to what it should. Right? This whole map. This is the whole map here, right? This whole map, and most of this stuff you can't even actually travel and see. Here's the roads. There's no other stores or anything to interact with here. Y'all saw the store capacity. It was literally me walking up to the stable doors, and it's like 5 other options. Like, they just didn't put any time. You cannot convince me that they actually put a lot of time and effort into this game. Like, it's just no. I don't see it. How am I supposed to refuel? I just want to see what if they give like a mini game for refueling or what that's like. How does that work? Do I gotta back it up by you? Oh, you do that and it just does a little cutscene roll. There we go. Tanker's full again. See if I can throw that bitch in a circle. Let's experience this off-roading, chat. This is the world of Mafia. It looks nice. It's graphically appealing, which in grand scheme says like, 3 out of 5 on graphics. I like the little fire burns that these Oldsmobiles do, but I don't think you can go over certain stuff. Oh, well. Oh, never mind. They got a flip mechanic. There's at least that. That's the gear switching. That's tough. That's tough. I like that. I like that. The little gear switch noise. That's kind of cool. The engine tucked though. Nah, this engine tucked for sure. They put them refuels around town though. They said y'all gonna be driving around this mug, y'all might run out of gas. I don't know who's gonna be driving around this mug because there's nothing to do in here. You're just getting in here because you want to drive an old car on some dirt roads and get the feel of it. Like, you can't even go traversing in the mountains too far up though. There's enough curvature, like it's all set with the right curves to prevent you from actually going up the mountain any further, or there's a fence line there, and the fences are impermeable to vehicles flying in at 90 miles an hour. So somewhere out there, somebody's getting like the best time on here. I mean, the combat challenges, there's not really combat challenges. You have to do those during the like actual missions. Like, we're in the free ride update right now, so all it literally is and even looking at here on the map, I don't have anybody to talk to anymore after I just went to those 2 stores. Like, I just went to here to get I didn't even stop by the weapons locker to see the new weapons. I just stopped here to look at the stable and look at the vehicles. And I walk up to the guy and he's like, "Hey, I got a proposition for you." But he didn't actually like start any dialogue for a mission. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing nothing activated here that's like new mission for da 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 or whatever. Like I haven't found anything to even activate like the racing. And I should be able to race on here. That's part of the update. But we just found something. This is an exploration. This is different. Oh, what is this? This must be like credit to the writers of the game. That's it. That's all we find here. Is some pistol ammo and yeah. But I'd buy this car. You can shoot it up and it'll still start again. You never have to worry about dying or starving again. The most impermeable vehicle. Oh man, we're stuck behind a rock. This might be the new definition of stuck behind a rock in a hard place. Well, make sure y'all click that like, share, and subscribe button. I'm done with Mafia. This game's definitely getting uninstalled. You guys can watch me do it right now. Like, it's I just don't see it. I don't see the appeal in it. And did it say there was combat updates in here? No, yeah, it was car and horse races added. I didn't see anything about that. Combat challenges, I see. Enzo must survive multiple waves. No. So that's it. We're just doing a shootout. 5 challenges of that. 4 assassination challenges. I didn't see where to start those at. So maybe we'll spin the block one more time and check out where to start those at. But I'm about to fall asleep and I just woke up playing that game. So we're about to jump on Where Winds Meet. Yeah, Zonkers, I see what you're talking about there. Like it said it. I didn't get prompted for it. And when I showed up, the dude was like, "Hey, you know, I got a proposition," but I didn't see no new prompts for me to go anywhere or do nothing. So, but that's my whole point, right? Like this Mafia game had so much potential, and the community that's behind it, because of the mafias that we played, we were willing and interested in getting the game to do more. And with this being old Italy, like this is old Sicily, Italy, you could have gave us so much more in the story, and you chose to subpar it out. You were like, yeah, Buca de Papi is good, right? You gave us the Family Guy version of an Italy impression. You didn't even really give us Italy. You gave us Buca de Papi, Babidi Poopy, and you're sitting like, what the hell? What is this? Like, it's disrespectful. This is part of that line where we're like, gaming industries owe us. Gaming industries, you know, we should be able to tell you guys what we want, and you guys should listen. It shouldn't be that you create these games and you're like, oh, you guys will love this. It's nostalgic, and you give us trash. Like, let's be real. Those graphics not top tier. The content that they gave us not top tier. Yeah, this cold. This is I like the gameplay and I like the story, but there's just nothing to do after beating the game. Yeah, like the story to me was it was okay. They could have made the story longer and it would have gave more to do in the game after too. Like, but they just kind of were like, hey, we actually don't have the budget to go above this, so we're gonna stop here. And thank you. And that's where I'm like, you know, I'm heartbroken by this game because I was interested in this game. At least throw the online aspect at us, right? Like if you're gonna subpar all this other content, throw the online aspect at us. Let us race our friends online. We can do horse race betting. You know, we can't even gamble in here. We could at least bet something. Like they just didn't show any initiative to be innovative. They were like, oh, well, we're trying to make it realistic to the time period that it's in, and then that meant like after you got done, you couldn't do anything. It's like, what? This is not realistic to the time period. This is realistic to you guys being budget hoarders and trying to make sure you profit out, which I don't blame as a business, but it was trash. And Mafia 2 was great. Mafia 2 and 3 were great. You were able to I think Mafia 2 was the one I loved the most because you could go in the clothing store, I steal some clothes, and walk out the store, and she'd be like, hey, get back here. And then you come back like 2 minutes later, 5 minutes later, and the cops will still be there. They got caution tape up. The cops is doing an investigation, and they really like asking her questions. And then you walk by, and she'd be like, it's him. It's him right there. Get him. And then the cops get on you. You know, it's like y'all thought some stuff out. Y'all gave us interactions and things to do in the world. But it's like here, I can't even walk by and steal somebody's crops and have them chase me or something. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't do no peeping tom missions or something like that. Like this is old Italy. We should be like hitting parts of the town and hiding in the corner watching the ladies change their clothes to bathe or something. You know what I'm saying? Like it should be some other minor details, but mini games to do inside here. Even if it's just tailoring a suit. Why can I not make my own suit? I should be able to have some other mini games to do in here besides this. Like this free ride, the horse races, this all should have came as soon as the game was done. We should have finished the game and automatically been able to be like right there, horse racing and car racing and replaying the challenges for the challenge shootouts to exist. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't have been like a 1 month after dropping the game DLC. Like this is 3 months later because the game. When did the game come out? I played for 30 hours just because I've now touched the 30-hour mark because I just loaded in there. But this game dropped like August 7th or something. This was like August. It was an August 8th release, and we're now in November 20th, and that's when we're getting the free ride update stuff. Like, it's trash. Get it out of here. Get it off my desktop. I don't want it anymore. I've got 65 hours in Where Winds Meet, and this game just came out on the 15th. Like, let's talk about that, chat. I actually have to end this stream to change the title, and I don't know if the YouTube is doing it right. We'll leave this up for a minute while I'm talking because we're still talking about Mafia, and Zonkers is making great points. Let me widen this chat up real quick so you guys can see the points that Zonker's making because these are facts. I made a TikTok video about this, and some of you guys on TikTok are tuned in to this live because I made the video on TikTok about how Mafia subparred us out, and people were defending them. They're like, no, they did great with this game. It's a linear or a linear cinematic experience. It's not supposed to be a free roam world open game. Mafia has never been free roam. Incorrect. Inca-fucking-wrecked. Mafia has always been a free roam style S game. The sandbox exists in Mafia. Why would they not be that way? You know, it's just like it's just crazy that the stance that some people will choose just to be, you know, to have a stance. They won't even be correct. They'll just have the stance and make the statement. All right, let's see exactly where we're at. That game was so fire. The world felt so much more alive, and that's like a 15-year-old game. Facts. All this should have already been in there. I bet there's not even any knife. And that's a perfect challenge right there, right? With it being this old of a game, or like with them aiming for this game to be centered around an older time, they should have had a knife fighting challenge. That would have been so cool. That'd have been so fresh, new, innovative. We don't have that. There's no game you can play and be like, man, I just want to knife battle somebody. I just want to practice my stabbing, Red. They ain't got that. There's no game that does that. So that'd have been an innovative touch for Mafia 2 or for Mafia. This is Mafia 5 technically to add in. But they didn't do that. You know, so it's just over the head stuff. You know, just missed it. And I do think I'm definitely gonna get some live streams coming here like tomorrow or the day after with Godfather and Scarface, because some of these 15-year-old games are better than these new games coming out, and I don't think people are even getting to realize that, because the attention span that we have nowadays is not there. You're only able to hold attention or focus on something for 5 minutes, and then it's got to go. You know, music doesn't hit the same, movies don't hit the same, because because you can't pay attention. Your attention span's decrepit. You haven't focused on anything since you read a book in first grade. So you saying that this game or this doesn't hit the same is not impactful. You're not even providing any substance on why it's not hitting. I can at least say that. Let me get this bad viewer out of here. Where'd my phone go? Let me get that bad viewer out of here. Womp womp, bad viewer, bad viewer. Twitch is the only place that I get bad viewers though. Like, shout out to everybody else viewing on these other platforms. I might stop viewing or streaming to Twitch for a minute, just because Twitch is the only spot that comes in and has these bad viewers that do crap stuff because they're from crap accounts. Maybe I just need to set my comment section to verified only, like verified followers and subscribers only on Twitch. Maybe we'll do that, and it'll fix those little blips, because those are just disrespectful. But we can at least give you reasons on why this Mafia game did not meet its standard, right? The standard of Mafia was set at Mafia 2. The ability of lockpicking cars and having to make sure you learned how to lockpick that car correctly before you could steal that style of car. I get it. There's not even cars to be stealing in here, but they're around. There's more things to do than just take pictures in your world, in your game. Even here on Where Winds Meet, you have the ability to take pictures, but you're more so trying to take pictures for aura farming. You're not taking pictures because there's some missions that it's required, but it's not the only thing to do. Right? I could beat the game and I'm still gonna have so much more to do inside this game, even without the online aspects of it included. So all in all, Mafia the Old Country, I'm gonna give you a 3 out of 10 for real, because I'm done giving grace to these subpar games, right? I'm done. You guys get no more grace from me. I don't promote pre-orders either. I don't think that we should be pre-ordering games. There's not a game that I've pre-ordered yet that has made me been like, yes, I believe in pre-ordering games. These game companies have been getting over on us. They've been telling you pre-order games so they can see what sells, and then they've been subpar handing out that sale. Like, not doing it no more. We as the gamers need to take back our power. Stop pre-ordering these games. Stop buying all the in-game currencies and purchases, all that microtransaction stuff. Stop it. If we take 3 months of no pre-orders, no microtransactions, the game companies would reinvent the wheel and give us the games that we've been asking for. They would go, oh, you guys would only pay for the content that you really want. You're not going to just pay for this mini shirt that we can add to the game at any time. We really have to do some work. We could really put that fire on them, but we got to band together, gamers. We got to stop giving them this power. We got to stop giving them this power to put these glizzies in our face and just slide them off on us like that. Do better next time, chat. Make sure y'all click that like, share, and subscribe button. I'm about to jump over to Where Winds Meet. I'll start with another live stream here in a moment. I got some food to eat, cold drinks to drink. Quick Trip get better on your hot chocolate, because this is trash. But we'll rate it a 7 for 10 out of the day for now. Make sure y'all click that like, share, and subscribe button. Holler at Chi. This should be any man.